Hey, I'm Akshay, and today we are covering undefined behavior in C++ and why it matters in real projects. Now let's talk about undefined behavior. This occurs when your code doesn't follow the rules of the language. Now, this can lead to bugs that are hard to track down. So, it's essential to understand what undefined behavior is and how it can affect your programs. Watch what happens when you don't follow the rules. So, the concept of undefined behavior is simple. It's what happens when your code doesn't follow the rules of the language. Here's a simple analogy. Think of it like driving a car without following traffic rules. Now, you might get away with it sometimes, but eventually you'll crash. Now, let's define it in one sentence. Undefined behavior is the result of executing code that doesn't follow the language's rules. Now let's walk through a simple example. So first we have a variable x, then we use it without initializing it. Now, this is undefined behavior because we are using a variable without giving it a value. And here's the code. We declare x, then we return it. Did you notice that we didn't assign a value to x? Let's look at a more realistic example. So, in a real project, you might have a function that calculates the average of an array of numbers. Now, if you don't check if the array is empty, you'll get undefined behavior. Here's an example. We have a function that takes an array and its size, then we calculate the sum and divide by the size. Now, if the size is 0, we'll get undefined behavior. Here's where most people get confused. So, when you are using pointers, you need to make sure they're not null before dereferencing them. Now, let's look at an example of what not to do. We have a pointer p, then we dereference it without checking if it's null. Now, this will give us undefined behavior. And here's the fix. We check if p is null before dereferencing it. Thanks for watching. Try to identify undefined behavior in your own code and subscribe to Akshay.